We're on? All right, mate.
Hoorah.
Squeeze the neck. Boom! We're back! We're back! With my mate, Pierre Pressure, returning guest.
Hoorah.
But there's a difference between last time. Last time you was half naked, weren't you?
I
This
was,
time,
mate.
we're decorating all over the shop. Look at that. Not one, not two. How many
Three,
belts?
mate, 3 times I'm fucking champ, mate.
So, we made it back. We've been talking about doing a second one for a long time, haven't we? But you are 2 months-ish away from a fight?
No, I certainly am. 4th of July, I'm defending my Fight Zumi belt. You got me down at the Lighthouse in South London. And
The right side of the river.
Yeah, yeah, Chelsea, yeah, Arsenal.
Hey, don't spoil it for later, mate. I've got stick for you.
All right, cool. But yeah, we're at the Lighthouse, 4th of July. Fight Zumi's moved it down to there, and this is going to be a good fight. So I've got an opponent, not being disrespectful, but his name's quite hard to pronounce. But he called me out after I won this, and I shall come.
Ooh.
You call me and I will come, mate.
There you go. So all these belts, are they the same weight division, or are you chopping and changing? You're all, which is middleweight, right?
Yeah,
and this is proper old school boxing middleweight. So 72-ish kilos, we talking?
I've had 73, 74, 75.
Okay,
cool. They wanted me at.
All right, cool. So
yeah,
extra kilo, it keeps going up and up.
Well,
Before you know it, we get heavyweight belts going on. But you're only 6 fights in, and you got three belts on the go.
Man,
we spoke before. Check out the first episode, guys.
Please do, yeah.
We talk a bit about how you got into boxing and whatnot now. But as we said before, it was off camera actually when we was talking about the. When we first saw you, no belts, now you got 3 belts.
Yeah.
I believe, check the episode, I'll go back and check it too. I believe it was a situation of you was getting ready for the first belt.
I was getting ready for this one.
For this one, and now we're free in. And what's the situation now, mate? Obviously you're defending that one, but you shop and change, you keep defending all of them? Is that how it goes?
This is after winning them, so Super Series was at the O2 last year. Fight Zumi was 1st of November last year. And then I just done IBA, which has been around since 1986.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so they're like really, really well established and well known. And went up there and won one up there.
Where's that, mate? Where's up there?
In Essex, sorry. I was at the Circus Tavern. Yeah.
Oh, the Circus Tavern.
Yeah. And we got a 3rd round stoppage. It was a 6 2-minute rounds. And we got him out of there in the 3rd. And I was coming as the underdog. The geese were 12-0. Really good fighter, really good opponent. But we put that pressure on him.
Pierre Pressure, son. Get it there. If you don't know there, you know.
We put Pierre a bit on him.
So, like, going forward now, I believe you turned 40 since I last saw you too, right?
I have turned 40.
My
Thank
man,
you very
happy
much.
birthday. Don't look a day over 23. Hoorah. But, like, for now, how do you feel? Like, I know you're not going to sit on here now and say, I feel old, but you feel good. Still feel good.
Fantastic.
Yep.
I say this with so much pride. I tell people, I'm 41 now. I'm 40, innit? I'm 41 this year, innit? No. Just to throw that extra little cherry on top. But yeah, man, I'm loving it, man. Yeah. This is I'm feel the fittest and fantastic I've ever felt in my life.
That's great, man. And like, what's the ambition in boxing now? Because listen, not to keep going on about the age, but at 40, it's not like you're 18 turning pro.
Misfits, baby. Hey. Like we said from the end of the first episode, that's where I said that's my destination where I want to go. And like I said, I'm decorated now. I've got a bit of a voice and a bit of weight to throw about. Not like I like to do that, but yeah, man, Misfits is still the agenda. And that's where we're going to start. We're starting to march forward with that.
Is that right? Yeah. Are we talking this year? Or?
This year, I'm looking to start talking to them and start to let them recognise, listen, boy, there's someone out here that's 40, turning 41, 3 belts, wicked story behind me. Do you know what I mean? Also, like my Uncle Marvin, with his support as well, from his platform. If people don't know, my Uncle Marvin Herbert, and yeah, we have exactly the same story. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm his nephew, for Christ's sake. So yeah, it goes hand in hand. So we're gonna have some little bits and bobs to drop after summer and after my fight, and then we're gonna start going straight down there, tunnel vision, just like I've done with these divisions. So watch out, Misfits, man. Your boy Pierre Pressure is coming at your door.
We'll have plenty to talk about in episode 3 then, won't we? We're flying. We're on the firm here. But like, so with this fight now, like you're 2-ish months out. Are you already sort of thick and fast at it, or are you just ticking over?
I've done strength and conditioning this morning already, down with the boys at Finer Fitness, which you know.
Shout out Finer Fitness. Check him out on the episode 2.
Hoorah. And we're ready to get locked in after this session here. Got the bag and the wraps in here. I'm ready
you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, so to get my second session in. And then I'm just going to do that until like, well, May's around the corner, so my daughter's birthday is the 1st of May. So my son and my other daughter's all in May. So after the 1st of May that weekend, I'm going to start camp and then work around the birthdays and all that. It was only a couple hours a day. So, we're going into camp mode.
But that's good. And the reason I get into that as well, you're one of them guys that obviously you're in great shape anyway. You're not sort of, you don't sit here with 10 kilos to shift and things like that, do you?
Never.
So, like, when you get into it, is it more of the same? You just up it, like I think you should anyway. I think everyone should, but they don't.
So I weighed myself this morning and I was 78, 9.
Right. So that's easy for you. It's nothing.
So, like, I'm just staying here until when I go into camp. And what I like to do is I like to get to my fight weight through camp.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I like to get to it, so I know I'm in it. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'll just stay like maybe just 2 kgs above it. And then when it's weighing week and that, all that, I've only got like 2 keys to weigh. It's a shit in the shave.
I got it. And with Fight Zumi, I've been at a Fight Zumi weigh-in before, day before, I think, right? So so it's easy, and it's super easy.
Exactly,
You ain't even got to worry about it.
Rehydrate nicely, properly.
Well, we were speaking again before about Keaton. Shout out Keaton, wherever you are, mate. I've got plenty of stick for you when I see you. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry
about that. I've got it. It's always safe for you, mate.
I'm here, mate.
But no, friend of the show, great personality in that. But he's 3 belts. He's 3 belts, 3 different weights. Have you got any ambitions of different weights and all that business, or are you?
Well, this is talking about, so there's shout out Charles, man. He's talked to my coach. My coach sent me the message, and I was like, they was talking about being undisputed and unifying and stuff like that. And I'm like, that sounds really interesting. I'm like, this was my plan. I've manifested this, and manifested. I'm telling you guys, really works. Yeah, so trust me, get on that if you haven't, because I manifested these every single time, visioned like you couldn't believe, and then that got fun. I'm like, oh, now there's nothing new to sink my teeth into. I like the sound of that. I could be a Terence Crawford in it.
Terence, if you make a comeback, mate.
I'm gonna be a Bud Crawford in the white collar division. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, that sounds really nice. It gives me something more to sink my teeth into. So like, listen, I'm ready to make that happen.
Good. Yeah. And you mentioned some fella called Charles. Who's Charles?
Charles was so I met him. He's friend with Keaton. He's does the presentation on the commentary on Fight Zumi. Does the Cuban style boxing.
Okay.
Yeah, really lovely fella, man. In fact, shout out Charles. When your Achilles better, mate, I'm coming down to get some Cuban lessons.
He's on Instagram, right? I know you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know him personally. I know you're talking about.
He's all over
He's everywhere.
Yeah. So I'll be coming down to do some fancy footwork, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So,
I tell you what's interesting with like the Fight Zumi. I was invited. Shout out Fight Zumi. They invited me to a card once. Queen Mother, I think, right? Was you there? You were supposed to go. That's it. We were talking, weren't we? Yeah. But like they put on a good show, didn't they? You know,
amazing.
There was some. It was one of them shows that a lot of people you see, from different fight sports and whatever shows up, because they do mixed fights too, don't they? They do. And for clarification, what I mean, mixed fights. They have boxing. Next one will be a Muay Thai, MMA, all that kind of stuff. So it jumps around. So it's an entertaining night, isn't it? Proper. It's a good night. And you said they've moved locations this time.
They've moved locations down to the lighthouse. They've got bigger and better. So it's not like they've moved too fast. They've kind of, I don't know, I would kind of say like outgrown where they've gone. They've got so big that they've got so established now, they need to go to a bigger venue now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially with me on the bill.
Is that right? They need a bigger arena.
We're coming to pack out the show, man.
We might have to change Pierre Pressure to Big Pierre at this point, you know what I mean? It's all going off, innit? But like, we spoke a little bit about this before, right? But the reason I'm asking you again is because like, as you're going on in your journey with boxing, you started late, so like things adapt, everyone does anyway. But like, as you're going on, how's training now compared to like, say last time I saw you?
Do you know what? Ask my coaches, man. See me, I'm always... Shout out to my Uncle Marvin. He said this to me from day dot, that you can't be comfortable when you're training as a fighter. You can't. You got to be. You got to find comfort in an uncomfortable situation. So whenever I feel comfortable, I get uncomfortable. I want to apply the pressure. Give me more. Give me what I need to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
of course, yeah.
Every time I go into camp, I'll kind of add something new into it. So like this camp, I added swimming into it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like breath work, because you know what obviously I don't need to go into what swimming does, but I added that into the equation. Last time I added hot yoga into the equation.
Right, okay.
You know, it might sound like, hot yoga and that, but trust me, give hot yoga a try, mate. It's no joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can shed kgs just doing that.
Right.
So yeah, I always add something in. Do you know what I mean? So like, just to up the ante and up the pressure and never get comfortable.
Well, I think there's something to that as well, not just from a physical point of view, because obviously there's a lot that goes with just hard work, right? But at the same time, I do think for the mind, to have things that are new and it's exciting because it can be boring days. There's hard days, isn't there?
Course,
you know what I mean? You're slugging it out. But if you've got like next camp you're doing swimming, I do think there's something
to look forward to. Yeah,
that's what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? Because I did what I started doing when I sort of got to my 20s. I started doing like gymnastics and stuff. Now that sounds silly, but if you see what gymnastics actually is, it's heavy duty, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's not what you think it might be if you're thinking about it from the outside. But swimming, obviously, joints and stuff play a part. We don't need to get into all that, but like there's a million things you can do to reinvent yourself. Is what I'm saying. Exactly. And I'll tell you one thing. The reason I think we might have spoke about this before is like Usyk. I don't know if you've seen his training. He does some wrestling. He does all kinds of things, and I think there's a lot of benefit to making yourself an athlete.
Lomachenko,
do you know what I'm saying?
Look at the stuff he's doing, the Russian dance and everything. Do you get what I'm saying? There's loads of things you can just apply that might not seem like it's got to do with boxing, but you can. It does have something to do with boxing.
I agree, massively. I think the better athlete you are, you've got an extra string to your bow, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? It's like if you've got more power, it's an obvious advantage, right? Yeah. But on and on and on. But like as we sit here now, we're sort of coming into sort of the midway point of this year now, aren't we, right? Like by the end of the year, how many more fights do you want on the record?
So I'm already going in for September the 5th, back for IBA.
Okay.
I'll be defending this one here. And it's at a country club, I'm not sure, I think it's in Essex again, on the 5th of September.
Okay.
So where I've got my daughter's birthdays in May, I could have fought in May, but I've got my son's birthday and 2 daughters' birthdays in May. So I'm like, I can't really commit to a May fight. So I have to train all the way through, I can't really commit to that. So he was like, what about July? And I said, July, I'm already defending for Zumi. And he's like, September. I said, September's perfect. It's my birthday month. I can do what I want. I can choose to if I want to choose to do that with my time, and I want to camp, and I want to train, I want to fight. It's cool. That's my birthday month. So I said, that's perfect. Mm-hmm. We're going into our 41st birthday. Hopefully it was 8-0 that time there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we're looking forward to that one as well.
That's good, mate. And in September, there's still plenty of time left in the year. Do you want to get another one in?
It's up to whoever wants me to get down. I'll get down back on Super Series if they want me to defend one of these. Mm-hmm. If another promotion wants to get me out, or Misfits one is, by the end of the year, I want to have something. I want to have some sort of back and forth with them.
We might have to get Squeeze the Neck belt made at this point, right? And put on a show and get you involved in that one. Get a 4th belt going. Boom! Here's the thing, Misfits. Names or just you not interested in that for now?
I'm not interested in names, man. Give me who you want. This is my weight class. This is my age. This is what I'm about. This is
it's your weight class. No one else's. This is yours. You tell hey, look down the camera when you say that.
And look, it's my weight class, man. And this is what I'm about, man. And this is what we're doing. I've got all my followers are my followers. I don't buy followers that people do or something like that and all that. They're all my followers. And and they're all locked in with me, man. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all my people that follow me, man, because they are genuine. Do you know what I'm saying to you? And we bring people out to me. We bring the whole manor out. I love the support that I get. I always say it, but I do mean it. I love the support I get. When I hear the stories afterwards and they're like, P, man, da-da-da-da. Or like, even when I say, introduce them, say, what are you talking about, man? We met at your fight, P. Like, da-da-da. Do you get what I'm like? It's amazing that people, normally the man, we all link up at like a funeral or something.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's nice to know that like, I'm boxing and the manor comes out and then everyone's meeting up at a nice occasion and we're winning. So it's like a nice double celebration for them. Do you know what I'm saying? And then on my last show, I work with the young kids. Like I do mentoring, and I work with the young kids, training them boxing and keeping them out of trouble and on a straight path. But they all come to my show.
Do they?
So so I let them know, man. I grabbed them, give me the mic. I said, listen here, you boys, man. I dedicated the belt to my nan that passed away and to my friend's dad who passed away around the same time, Uncle Ken. And shout out to the boys as well. And I let them know, man, like I did last time on the show, man. If I can do it at this age, boys, you lot are all future champions. You're future world champions, mate. Please do not come out of that gym and stay locked in, man. Do you know
That's
what I mean?
interesting. I mean, you got obviously, this is going to sound really silly coming out of my mouth, but you've got a massive passion for it still, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? Like, because like a lot of people, the amount of people I know that have, like, I used to box, obviously, right? There's people that I box with that box from very young. Yeah. By the time they're 20, they're over it. Do you know what I mean? They're worn out.
Funny enough, me and my friend Rion, we were talking about this today. He's a good boxer and coach.
Also been on the show. You introduced us.
No, this is
not B Street. Not B Street.
Shout out to that.
Shout out B Street.
Shout out to Wong, man. Trust me, he's got a fight coming up as well. Good luck. He's got a good fight coming up as well. Yeah. No, so the friend that I work with
another
as well.
Rion, sorry,
another Rion. He does mentoring with the kids now. wicked boxer. But we were just talking about that today, and he's laughing, man, saying, "But that's your addiction, innit?" Because like, he gets buzzing seeing me how buzzing I get from the sport. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's like, "Yeah, you've got it's like cracking it." I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Where's my wraps, man? Where's my gum shield, man? I need my gloves." You know what I'm saying? It's my new thing. Yeah,
that's interesting. And like, do you have a timeline in mind, or are you just rolling with it at the moment? You're not thinking about stopping, right?
My missus asks me that question, and I'm like, "Oh, what you
don't retire
about?
me yet.
Yeah, don't ask me, man. Don't ask me."
Hey, we've been raided. What's happening? What's going on?
We're on film.
Don't knock the camera over, man. Don't knock the camera over.
Shout out, man.
You're good. But
I tell you, the building.
But I tell you what's interesting. Like when like at this point now, like because when I was boxing back in the day, not that I'm a dinosaur, I'm trying to like old man myself off, but like white collars evolved, and I've spoken about this loads of times on here. Like back in the day, it was almost like you'd get good quality boxers, and someone who looked like he'd never trained a day in his life. And I know it wasn't all like that, but from the outside, that's kind of what it was, right? Whereas now, it's big shows, you go into thing, you got belts on the table.
Sue me, I'm not just saying it's fighting. If you know if you ain't seen them, follow them. If you ain't been to a show, get down to the show, get down to the Lighthouse on the 4th of July, because these lot really know how to put on a show, man. Like, they've got the big screens in the background, and they do the promos, like the build-up to the fights, the interview for the fights, let alone the weigh-ins. Mate, they make you feel like you're in the pros. Like, I'm not going to lie, they make you feel like you're in the pros. And when you're a champion and you've got and your belt holder, there's things that they do for your promos and the build-ups.
Do they, yeah.
Oh, mate, it's amazing. Movie stuff.
Is that right? Yeah.
I can't wait for my one to. Is that right? Yeah, I'm a champion now, man. Where's my movie script?
Mate, you've inspired me. When's the next fight with me, cunt?
Mate, I'm telling you, 4th of July, mate.
Get a belt on the line.
We're getting him on. He's dying and still.
The champ has spoken, hey. Don't argue with the champ. But like, are you sort of a studier? I guess is what I was trying to get at before. Is like, do you look at boxing and go, right, okay, I don't know, Tuesday, 3 o'clock, leave me alone for an hour, I'm watching tapes and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
You are? Yeah.
I don't even have... My missus all the time says to me, babe, choose something while I quickly do that. I don't even there's no point me having control of the remote control anymore, because I will always just go to boxing. She would even say, don't put boxing on, babe, try and find something good.
Yeah.
So, like, literally, I was going through films for us to put on. I thought, let me try and find a good film to put on. Do you know what I ended up putting on?
Rocky.
The Hurricane. No, not that bad. But The Hurricane. Yeah. Now, what times I'm watching it, it's got a good kind of story to it. It's boxing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, my head is just so locked in, man.
That's
literally,
good, yeah.
Like. So, literally, I'm just there. While she's watching something, I'll just be there watching an interview or something. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. Yeah. And what's your missus think about your boxing?
She's my biggest supporter.
Man. Oh, she is? Yeah, she's not like, oh.
She lives the life, mate. Like, as I've gone down the road, I've started to realise I've heard this saying called the boxer's widow. You know what I mean? There's and she plays that part because I'm never about, man.
That's got well, hasn't it? That's got well.
She, man.
Support
and cooking for me as well.
Right.
When it's time, and she cooks my separate meals compared to what they're eating and that, and all with a smile on her face.
Right, wow. And are your kids into it, or are they too young to sort of understand?
My eldest with her, she likes Jiu Jitsu, to be fair.
Nice.
But she really got into her football lately.
Okay.
So I'm just letting her find out. But my youngest, who's turning 5, wow, you should see her 1-2, mate. Hands back to the face.
Oh, no.
Dad, look, boxing stance. I swear.
Don't break in that house.
She makes me so proud. And no, I can just go that, throw that hands out, I throw the hands out, I do that. I don't even have to say to it. Bap, bap.
Yeah.
Bap, 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 bap. Oh, mate, I'm like... Come here.
I'll tell you what's funny. I'll tell you what's funny, because I teach different martial arts and stuff too. But like when you find certain kids, some kids have just got it, haven't they? Some kids have just you can teach all you want, and of course you improve. Everyone improves through coaching. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the blockhead that's saying don't listen. But some kids, like I forget the kid's name. It was a friend of a kid I trained. Yeah. He was at the house and we did a few pads as well. I think the kid was 7, and it was like when you just go, the first time he's ever done it, you just go. Wow. Kid's got it. Do you know what I mean? But anyway,
that's amazing because there's kids that I've got that I work with as well. And shout out to Elijah, he's one of them, man. And Ben, he's another one. Them boys, them really apply themselves. Even young kid that's in there now, Marley, he's training. Shout out to these young boys, man, because they really apply themselves, man. And I can see the progress from their dedication and discipline from staying in it. I'm seeing their fitness coming up, their jabs improving, everything's improving. I'll take my hat off to them, but some kids have really got it, bro.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Some of them, you're like, Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to work a lot on this.
Ever thought about tennis? But when you was a kid, what was you doing? Was you into sports and stuff?
I was always into football.
Right.
I've always been into boxing, but wasn't. For some reason, I just stayed away from it, like we've said before.
Where did you grow up? You grew up. You told me before, but it was North London, right? Right.
And but yeah, I've always played football. Always been into sports. Always wanted to keep like fit. I was always muscly, and I was a big fella. Do you know what I mean? But
I remember you saying it before. How big was you at your biggest?
My biggest. I got to 90 kg.
So a proper lump,
90,
lump, yeah. But like the reason I asked that is because where we've said before about like starting boxing late, I'm of the belief too. Now, of course, it depends how far you want to go with it, right? If you start boxing at 40 and you decide you want to take on Terence Crawford, it might be a bit later day.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, and you're an example of this, if you've been an athlete in some capacity before, that's when you can transition up. It's when you've just been a couch potato.
Get something back from it.
Do you know what I mean? If you've never done anything, I think that's when it's hard. And that's when it's like, I mean, we've all been around people that hit sort of 30 and he's still a young man. But they're like, I'm getting old, you know, my knees and like to me that a lot of that's mindset. Don't get me wrong, but also if like excuses. But if you've never done nothing and you get to that age, that's when I think things like
because there's certain bits and joints and some bits of money that's never been worked before.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Right. And you know what it's like after you know, like if you don't go to the gym for.
No, I don't know, mate. Sorry, no.
That's blasphemy, bro. But for people that's in and out of the gym, like, and they go back after a couple of weeks or a week and they do legs or they do chest and they get that pain. Do you know what I mean? That sore pain. Like they, I don't get that no more. Obviously, we're in the gym and all that, but that's where little muscles are waking up again. So with some of that, you saying they sat on the couch potato, they ain't done nothing for all that time, and then they hit the gym and their muscle will be screaming because they ain't got it. But it would be harder for them. I'd expect that, but. It's when you need to get down to find the fitness, mate. Or come and see me, mate, and we'll get you moving and grooving.
If you don't know, now you know. Hoorah! Hoorah! I tell you what, it was an interesting thing, and I get different answers for this all over the shop, is the sparring question, right? But we'll come to that in a little bit, but more like the actual training. Because the biggest thing I notice with fighters, especially from my own experience, being in gyms myself, looking, listening, everything in between, the common thing with fighters ain't lazy, right? Yes. The biggest thing with fighters, you know, of course some are, but for the most part, it's the opposite, It's the fight, and with you coming again into it as someone who's experienced other sports and sort of as a grown man is what I'm getting at also, is because like if you get into something at 17, 16, 15, there is an element of you just train like crazy, bang your head on the wall, and more is more, right? Yeah. But as you get older, I was going to say you get smarter. That's the theory anyway, guys. We try. But like coming into it a bit later, I think there's an element of you're training to get better versus, and that's why you've got the success you've got is what I'm getting at, right? I get the impression from you're not beating yourself down silly because you've got full of energy now sitting chatting to me.
No, I train right, I eat right, I do everything right. Is what you can do to be in the sport. I do everything. Like, I take this seriously. Like I do this shit like a pro. This is my job now. Do you know what I mean? Like, so everything I do is wrapped around the sport at the moment. It's like it has saved my life, man. Give me a new endeavour, new future, a whole new social network. Like this is I should have did it years ago. It's my own fault. So for people out there that are thinking about it, whether it's for fitness or as something as a kid that you wanted to get into, man, just don't hesitate. Just get through to your local next boxing gym, get in there, get gloved up, and just do whatever it takes to be done, bro. And before you know it, man, you'll go back to the first video and you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe I used to do that, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And then it all comes together, man. It comes together, bro. It just know how much do you want to be in it to win it. Do you know what I'm saying? And
you like obviously you travel around finding fitness, all that kind of stuff to find the best things for you. Like, where do you do the majority of your boxing training now?
Rival. I'm at
still
the
a Rival, you're still up there.
Still a Rival boy, man. That's hometown, man. Nice. Always. But I work now with the young kids, so I'm in the gym. Okay. So it's like I'm never far away from a ring or a bag. That's cool.
We were talking about Rival the other day, actually. Aisha, Green Diamond Boxing. I don't know if you know. She was on last week. Shout out Aisha. She's brilliant. She was great. I met her at Tony Bellew seminar. Okay. We was chatting away. We got introduced before that, actually. But, we knew we were going to do a podcast, but we met in person there and whatever. But she was a good episode. And she's got an interclub. Not an interclub. She's got her first bout, hasn't she, on a Rival. I think it's a female. Yeah, that's it. Right. So check that one out. Is it? Yeah. She did tell me the date.
May,
forget, right?
May sometime.
Is that right? Yeah, so it's super soon.
You gonna go?
I'm gonna try to go, but I'm a bit here and everywhere. So if we're there, we'll see each other. We'll do a boom, we'll do a bosh, we'll do a hoorah. I'll get a Chelsea shirt for you. That's for next time.
You're an Arsenal one. Should have the league then.
Yeah, I got you. Well, we're talking about the league in a minute. But going forward now, I tell you what's interesting. There's belts flying around everywhere.
Yeah.
Which, I'm going to put you on the spot a bit here now, but like, which is there one that you hold sort of dear to your heart?
Can't say
you can't say. Yeah, I got you. I'll put you on the spot a bit there, didn't I?
Can't say that.
I'll put you a bit on the spot. I don't know whether, you know, but make of that what you want. But like with the fight Zumi, they seem very much that they're in the situation of growing and whatever, because I see them a lot.
Growing, they're blowing.
Yeah, they're on it.
Mate, watch out, man. These lot listen, if you get in their way, I feel like you'll get stampeded over.
Right, okay.
These lot do it right. Put it this way, the only other show that I've boxed on, which was IBA, how much they run a good show. These boys run a brilliant show. Like
these are the boys from 1986. They've been around for a long time.
1986. Shout out to Alan Murtlock, mate. He knows how to run a show. I mean, all my coaches was like, wow. Some people that don't even want to, that come to watch me fight and all that, saying, I want to fight on that card. I want to fight on that card. I want to fight on that show. It was, all my friends and family that came was like, wow, that was run so good. We had such a good night. So, yeah, shout out to IBA as well. They put on a really good show as well, man.
Treated fight as well, I'm assuming.
Oh, amazingly.
Yeah.
Amazingly. When I went there for my first time fighting on the fight, they had me as the main card. I had my own little room. Nice, boom, 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 all to myself. Like, yeah. They treated me fantastically. I can't lie. Yeah.
Okay.
So between IBA and Fight Zumi, I'm very, very happy.
Yeah, you go.
Very happy,
Yeah. I tried, didn't I? I did try to get him going. Oh, this one's my favourite. Never mind. But like, if you was to step like now, we say what 8-9 weeks out from the fight. How's training look like what week of fight? Because like you ain't got much weight to lose, is what I'm getting at. It's not a torture week.
It's tapered down then, isn't it?
Yeah,
week before,
but that's what I'm saying. For you, it's all about. It's not a torture week for weight. So like you've got like you can chill
week from here.
Right.
Oh, because I was like, what do I do? I was like, what do I do? Do you know what I mean? And also what I do is if I do anything, it'd be in the evenings,
right?
Because I'm fighting in the evenings, so I kind of try to reclock the body clock.
Okay.
So by the time the evenings are coming, I'm feeling like the morning. So I need to do something. I should be training. I should be spiking the heart rate. Like, that's how mad. You think I'm joking, but that's my brain.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. Yeah.
Mental, so I might just say that I saved my life as well, but it saves my mental health as well. Getting hit in the head.
Yeah, right. You better be careful with that. Yeah, don't get in the head too much. Yeah, get that head movement.
Yeah, offline.
Offline. Yeah. Boxing terminology, guys. Yeah. Sorry, stay tuned for episodes. But like with the going forward now and how big boxing is sort of internationally, it's here, there and everywhere, right? The platforms are there for it. Is this something you're going to go like, you want to do this and make sort of your full-time life from?
Well, I'm looking to try and get my gym. I'm working with these young kids. I'm doing boxing. I've got a whole new future for it. So I'm looking to put it all together, get a gym, put me belts in the gym, but get the kids through the doors, man. Talk to the local governments, talk to the councils, talk to schools, talk to things. Because I'm actually working all in there now with the foster care homes and stuff like that. And get them all knowing that I've got the locations at the gym. They can all come down here, and that's my plan. Obviously, memberships and people come in and have trainers, classes, and but I really want to have a gym for the young kids to come from.
Is that a big thing for you to help, like, sort of troubled youth and things like that?
Yeah. Definitely.
Because it's big, isn't it? Like with like your background as well, which again, check out episode 1, guys. Shameless plug. But like we touched on a little bit, didn't we? Of like things you've gone through in your life and whatnot. So like with again, I keep mentioning it, but social media and stuff now, it's a bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like a bit more easy access, isn't it, to people to find you versus back in the day. You know yourself, it was a leaflet and someone. You know what I mean? You didn't see the man handing out the leaflet outside the train station. You didn't know. But now it's obviously it can come together.
It's right there in front of your face. So, do you know what I mean? It's to grab with both hands, but. Yeah, that's my thing, man. I want to try to help. Listen, if I could just help one, do you know what I'm saying? That one, that's a success story in itself, man.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I got you. Have you got any ambition to fight abroad too?
Well, this is the thing. We've been meant to be fighting in Marbella and that with after the rival card and that, but there was just the last 2 situations. There's one thing after another that happened. So I just It will happen, and when it does, it will happen organically, and when it does, we'll be coming over there with the pressure team as well.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'll be there for that one. Marbella sounds like a good away day.
I think that'll be my first pro debut as well.
Really? Oh, okay. You're gonna go pro. You want to do that?
Well,
you do want to do the thing.
If I have to, I want to fight on that card so bad. And they're doing the 3rd series now, so I've not been invited for the 3rd series. So I think there's because the last time I spoke to them, they said they've got a little plan for me. So I don't know if they're going to be doing a white collar rival thing. Don't know about if they're going to do that. If they did, I'll go through that way to do it. But if not, then I will go over and sign over and get my pro license and do it. Yeah.
Is that an ambition of yours anyway, to have a pro bout?
Well, we're gonna have to do it someday. If we're gonna get to Misfits, we're gonna have to do it anyway, isn't it?
Right. Is Misfits officially pro now? Is it? They're doing pro fight.
I'd assume so.
Right. Because I know there are pro fighters on there, obviously. Yeah. I believe so. I've never really, to be honest, I've never really watched the Misfits show. I've watched like fights after the fact. You know what I mean? But like Darren Till's been on it and all that business, and I don't know if he'd count as a pro boxer because he was a pro MMA fighter, obviously.
This is what I'm
saying. But I don't know. It's pro level, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Like either way, I'll have my eyes dotted and my T's crossed, mate. Right. So when I'm knocking on that door, you can't close it in my face. Right.
Have you been out there to the rival gym, Marbella?
Yeah.
Have you? Because I've not been there, but I've seen a lot of it.
On my first fight, I went over there, I had a few people fly. Mate, if I would have fought on that card, I would have had a whole load of people at that show as well. Do you know what I mean? But things happen and all that. But yeah, I was at the first show, man.
Was it? Yeah. I feel I got what do they call it? FOMO. Don't they fear of missing out? I feel like I've missed out now.
I get that.
Everyone and their mum was at that show.
When I found out you was at that Fight Sumi show and I didn't make it down there, I had FOMO. I was oh mate.
No, that's funny because they reached out to me. I forget the guy's name. This is bad. Who organised this Fight Zumi?
Miko.
Miko, that's it. Sorry, Miko. I had your face. I couldn't think of your name. Good with faces, bad with names.
But what? Miko's a blinder.
Miko's a good guy. I saw him recently actually at the Eubank Ben weigh-in at the All Cool. He's a good guy. I like him. But we got speaking online, and he invited me down.
He knows how to treat his fighters really good, man.
I believe I had the red wristband. He gave me the proper one to sit in the proper area. So that was a good shout out, Miko. But yeah, it was fun. And I'll tell you the big thing with me as well, which has always been a knock in my mind of like white collar back in the day, was the mismatches. And I didn't see none of that, which is always
he's not match good.
Which is always that's how it should be to me. There's no reason.
He's not match good, man.
Yeah.
And these lot do his IBA as well. Yeah. Super Series as well, man. I want to shout out to Super Series as well because if it weren't for Waleed in the Super Series, man, this ball wouldn't have got rolling itself as well for Fight Zumi and for IBA and for these people to pay attention to Pierre Pressure. Do you know what I mean?
Nice.
So Super Series, Waleed. Definitely, man. I think it's Boxing Factory he's got down at Liverpool Street. Yeah, man. Shout out to Waleed, man.
And Super Series, is this what used to be Queensbury? Am I thinking of the right thing?
I think you're right.
I think they used to be Queensbury, right? Yeah. Back from back in the day, because they used to be like Epsom Race Course and stuff like this. I believe. I might be getting this wrong. So correct me if I'm wrong.
He's based down in Brick Lane, Waleed.
Right.
He's a Brick Lane boy. And that.
Gotcha.
Fucking good geezer as well, man.
Good man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Man can't talk all of this without mentioning Super Series. Where we started, man. We got this at the O2, baby.
Can't knock that.
You know what I'm saying? First round knockout, mate.
Yeah. There's a lot of shows going off now at the O2, isn't there? Like, I was in there probably mid last year. It was I forget the name of the show, to be honest with you.
I was meant to be on that show. Rion was on that show.
Rion was on the show.
Yeah, I was meant to be on that show.
Because Rion as well, this is another thing which I was grateful for with him. You introduced us, obviously. I went down, we did the thing and blah, blah. And I don't know him other than being introduced to him. We're chatting away and blah, blah. And I said, like, when's your fight? I believe it was on a Monday, something like that. He was like, Friday. You know, we go, this Friday. So for starters, grateful to like give me the time for that. Because, it's a stressful time. And he obviously went on there, stopped his guy, and he was he done really well. But Shane Mosley was on the car. It was a crazy show.
Crazy show.
Because I found myself at one point talking to Shane Mosley, talking to Roy Jones Jr. who was commentating. Spencer Oliver was there. And at one point we're chatting away, and Shane Mosley, by the way, I met years ago. Like he was at McGuigan's gym, just as like a hello sort of meet and greet. And I chatted to him. This was maybe, at least a 10, 12-year gap, right? He seemed younger now than he's dead. And I'm chatting to him. He was like, anyway, but a great guy, Shane Mosley. And I find myself at one point talking to him in his change room with him and his dad after he's just mental situation. But yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah, I was meant to be on that card, man. But I don't know, something happened with the person the promotion team that I was going to be on the card with. They pulled out or something. I don't know what happened. It's behind the scenes stuff, innit? So we didn't really get on that card. But it would have been a good card to go.
But that's how it goes, isn't it? That's
yeah, exactly. But we got the O2. We've been at the O2. So yeah, man.
And it's fun. Yeah, the O2 is always fun, isn't it? The O2, especially the main arena, for anyone who's been to big time boxing or UFC, which I've been there. To me, the best arena. Like I've been Wembley Stadiums and that for the big fights. But to me, in terms of enjoyment, and the O2 takes some beating, man, because you're on top of it. It's big enough and small enough. If you know what I mean. Like it feels like a big show, but also it is a massive show. Yeah, but in terms of there's a lot of people there. I mean, but also you're close enough that it's not
involved. Like
you're not. Do you know what I mean?
On the screen.
Because for all the things, like I was at Usyk Dubois, I was at Froch Groves back in the day at Wembley Stadium. Now, of course, it's a massive event, but the reality is this: the fight's there. You're watching the screen, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas at the O2, you're on top of it. Anyway, but like nowadays, watching fights, do you go to big pro fights for a bit of sort of added? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, of course, man. I think me and my pals, I think we're going to Manchester to watch the Dubois Wardley.
Oh, you're there for that one? Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
Fly up the road to watch that still. But man, I love being in the mix, man. Even I go to your cool shows. I even go to the amateur shows, man, to watch the boys fight. I'm like, man, I love to be in the mix.
Are you involved with an amateur club by any chance?
No, I'm not.
You haven't got. You're not a buyer, so I could like sort of tease you over to Earlsfield, and you could be an Earlsfield boy.
No one can take me from. I'm a rival boy. Always, mate.
Tried, didn't I? Same colour, blue and red. I mean, what do you want to know?
I'm rival there, man. But I would always come down to the gym, do a session, man. We've said it as well.
We've got to train. We haven't actually trained yet, have we?
Fast. Remember, we got to fast. Remember, we got to see what it was like fasting and training.
That's it. That's right. Well, as I said to you before, I fast a lot, right? I'm a big on that. I feel, and it's not for any other reason. I mean, it was like I've tried it for this, that, and the other, and what inflammation. You hear all these kind of things. But for me, fasting, I just feel better. Like for me to wake up in the morning now, and this, eat. Sounds crazy to me. Would feel crazy to me. Like I'm up, black coffee on the go, and I'm away.
I feel sluggish.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, me, I have my Shilajit. That's me.
Shilajit. We'll talk about your Shilajit because you give me a pot of that once, and it was. And I know everyone says it when someone's in front of them and they give them something. They go, oh, your supplement's great. But listen, it was one of the only things I've ever taken, and to be honest, probably the only thing I've taken where I've actually taken it and felt a difference.
I'm telling you,
because I feel like a lot of people. How many people do you know that take a million different supplements every day? Do they really feel better? Do you know what I mean? Whereas the Shilajit, I've been on a supplement recently that someone gave me. I won't mention who it is because I don't feel anything from it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them jobs where it's like, in theory, they tell you what it does. They read the ingredients, and you go, "All makes sense." Testosterone, this, blah blah blah. But I've been taking it about a month, and it's like
one person has ever told me anything bad about my Shilajit. Right. I promise you, man, it's the one, man.
What's the name of it? Tell me what the name of it is.
Do you know what? I haven't really named it or labelled it, nothing, man. But I've just got. Can
I make a suggestion?
Of course.
The Hoorah Shilajit. Come on. What are we talking about? Huh? And I'll take 10% for that. Thank
you. You know what? Do you know this? Because it's so good.
Yeah.
The proof's in the pudding. And because I use it, I just love it. Look at me, I'm fucking 40 years of age, man. I'm training like I'm younger than these whippersnappers now. There's no fatigueness in me. I'm not like, it helps with everything. Even down to anxiety and stuff like that, bro. Like, it helps with so much. But it's so subtle. It's not like a pre-workout, kick up your, I feel that.
Yeah, no.
But it's so subtle where you question, you're thinking, is that the Shilajit? I feel like, it must be, but it's so like, subtle and but it's there and you notice it, but you're like, it must be that. It's the only thing different I'm doing is the Shilajit, and trust me, it's the Shilajit.
Well, I'll tell you what I felt with it, and like the reality of it. Again, it's not like a pre-workout. It's not like you take it and go, but it's or a coffee or anything like that. It's like, have you done prolonged fast? You've done like 3 days and things like that, right? You know that sort of mental sharpness you have. That's what I felt from it. There was like a.
That's exactly what it is.
It's hard to explain.
Do you know what I say? I started seeing things like the Matrix. Problem, anything misses this. Problem of the day.
And it's not extreme, so it's not like I've took something and
buzzing off of it,
And again, listen, I know we're sitting here saying it's your stuff, and I'm going, it worked. Of course, you're going to say that, right? But I felt a difference from it. Is the reality of it? Do you know what I mean? But going back quickly, you said about the Wardley Dubois.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, because I had Radio Raheem on last week. Shout out Radio
Raheem.
Brilliant guy, man. What a guy, great guy. Every now and then we do a little
really good,
something, and that was one of the ones that we was talking about. We was talking mainly.
Do you know what? He's such a nice guy. Like, I've met him once, little old me. And mate, if I at him or something, he'll repost it. Yeah, if I'm message him, he'll message me straight back. Like I'm like,
he's a good guy.
You're so a good guy. You're out there everywhere, bruv, and you got time to actually just message back.
Good guy. Well, I'd class him as a friend now, right? I met him last year at the Dubois Usyk sort of press conferences, right? And we met the day before, very warm personality, blah, blah, blah. Next day I saw him again, it was like we was buddies, right? And since that we've been chatting, you know, he's just a good guy. I can't say enough good things about him, good fella. But like we was talking about, we met to mostly talk about it because it was after the Tyson Fury fight, AJ, Tyson Fury, blah, blah. We was going to speak a little bit about other heavyweight fights, which we did, but we got very sort of into the old Dubois Wardley. Now I'm interested in this fight big time. I'm really excited about this one.
So am I, man.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's hard for me, man. Do you know the only reason why it's hard for me? It's because Wardley's comes from the white collar background. That's it. And I'm here pushing forward. Not trying to get to where Wardley is, but I am trying to get to a destination with Misfits. But I know all Dubois coaches.
Right.
I know Tony. I know.
Oh, that's why it's difficult.
Big up Don Charles. I trained at the gym with my cousin Richard from ZT Fight Factory when I first started all of this.
Right, okay.
So my heart belongs there.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying to you? And so I will be rooting for Dubois all day long. But he's doing it. He's come from the white collar background, and I really respect what Wardley's doing, and I really respect his work. I mean, mate, the only hard worker apart from him, I'd say, would be me.
Is that right? Yeah.
I swear, the way how he's done it, he's got into the pros. Do you know what I'm saying? From it all, like,
crazy.
I really take my hat off to him and that. Do you know what I'm saying to you? But I'm with the boys, man.
You are, yeah.
I'm with the boys, man. Do you know what I mean? And I will always be with the boys, mate. So shout out to Tony, Ian, and Don Charles, man. Good luck, man. I'll be there. Hoorah! Hoorah! Yeah, you'll be hearing me, mate. Trust me.
But that's good. Yeah, it's interesting you say that about the white collar because for him to get to that level is insane. I'm a big fan of it because I was at the press conference. I didn't go to the fight, but I was at the press conference of when he fought Joseph Parker, right? And you're sitting there. You know, one of them fights where it's like you could see it going Wardley's way, but in reality, my brain's going. Honestly, I didn't really think he had much of a prayer. I thought that there was levels to the game, and I thought like this was too far. And obviously we saw what happened. He stopped him and whatever. And like since
that's
that,
what
it's
love
like,
about him, man.
Mate, I think he's really. Do you know what I mean?
What do you think about that stoppage? Can I ask you? Do you reckon it was too early or?
Yeah, it's one of them. I think it might have been a bit early, but I feel it was going that way. Right. So it's like.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
Was he taking too much damage? If you give him a couple of more seconds to get himself out of it, can cause more damage.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't have a real problem with it. It wasn't one of them outrageous ones to me. Do you know what I mean? I go, because I feel like, you see some fights where it's like, it was stopped early and you go, it was early because I think that could have, but this one I feel like it was going that way. Right? And I'll go,
it was going out of his hands,
You know, it is what it is. But I really like Wardley. I think he's a really, really good. Well, not good, better than good fighter, but you know what I'm saying? Like he's got his thing, and he's one of them blokes that will go to the. And here's another thing too, because you're sort of got an interest in the camp of Dubois, right? People have called him a quitter and things like that. And again, with Raheem, I was speaking about this. I don't feel like he's a quitter. I feel like he gets bewildered and lost, and he kind of gets in this situation of like, I'm kind of out of ideas, don't know what to do. It's not a quit.
It's that white noise, isn't it?
That's what I think. So that's why I don't feel like it's a quitter, like he'll quit again. Do you see where I'm coming from on that? I don't feel like it's a quitting issue with him. I feel like it's I'm out of ideas issue.
I think the Usyk too is a perfect point for that. Brother. I think he just knew he was like, listen, I'm
lost.
And
when I say lost, I don't mean lost the fight. I mean lost. Don't know what I'm doing.
If I go back to the toolbox, there ain't no more tools to use. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
I get that because as soon as the count was done, he got up. And he walked to his corner straight away. I think he knew there's no point in taking punishment for no reason. Do you know what I mean?
And what do you think about him going back to Don Charles? Because he obviously didn't fight in between. He left Don Charles, now he's back.
Mate, I love Don.
Yeah. You know him personally, I take it from him.
I've got so much respect for Don. I was flabbergasted when I heard that. But now, you know what? Don, people just, he's the most humblest, most respectfulest geezer, bro. So, yeah, for him to give them back a chance, man, good, man. Well, look what you've got to with Don. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, he deserves the love and the loyalty, mate, 100%. And I've seen what he's done with them boys, bro. I've been in the gym when he's in the gym, and do you know what I mean? Like, I'd love to work with Don. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, I'd love to have him in my corner, man. Yeah, man. Like, bless him. He made it to my first fight.
Did he?
Yeah,
that's good of him, innit? That's good of him.
Proper, man. So for that, like, I'll always hold a cherish to that. Do you know what I mean?
Have you known him a long time? Have you done?
I've met him through the boxing.
Oh, so only through boxing? Yeah.
So when I come out, and I've met him through my cousin Richard, who I spoke about on the first show, with ZT Fight Factory, where it first started for me. And yeah, man. And me, I know me. I'm loud. I'm bubbly. So you can hear me coming from a miles away. Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah, he just, like, you can have I'm like Marmite, mate. You have a love or hate my energy, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So he was cool with it.
I haven't decided yet, just...
We'll know in part 3. yeah, he's just so. He's got such a calming thing to him. So if you had him in your corner, he would bring nothing but calmness to your boxing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just you'd be like. And
Well,
you
I guess
need that in there. Innit?
Yeah, you do need that to a degree. I think everyone does to a degree, and at varying degrees for different people. But the reason I ask as well is, and again, I think I was talking about this with Raheem, is like there's two ways to look at it. Like the dynamic. Does the dynamic change of him going back? Does he gain respect? Does he lose respect? Do you see where I'm coming from with that? In terms of like, it's a bit funny, but obviously, listen, that's looking from the outside.
But who lose the respect? Don or
either or, because it could be a little bit like. From Don's point, not that I'm saying it is, but it could be. You could look at it like he's come back with his tail between his legs, so now you're gonna do exactly what I say, or it could
Don
be like
he's not like that.
I know he's not right, but the other way it could be as well is Dubois like couldn't find nothing else. I guess I'll take you. Not that I'm saying it's either of them options, but you see where I'm coming from.
Who knows? Do you know this? Only they would know, man.
Yeah, right.
They would know. I'd never, because it's close to home for me. I wouldn't make a judgment on that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I wouldn't even want to have an opinion on that. All I am is I'm happy for Don. If Don's happy, I'm happy. It's as simple as that.
I've never heard any. I don't know Don personally. I've never met him, but I know a lot of people that have and stuff. I've never heard. He's one of them people, and it seems like you're saying it now too. That no one's got a bad word to say. If you know him, you like him, sort of thing.
How could you, man? The guy is just a legend, bro. Man.
Yeah.
He's serious, man. He's so humble, bro. Like, he's do anything for anyone. If you're boxing and all that, he's got time for you, bro. Like,
is he?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Don, listen, if we can get you on, mate, I'd love to talk to you. Be brilliant.
Don,
be brilliant.
Man.
Hoorah!
Definitely, man. The world would love to hear what goes on in your brain.
That's what. One of them sort of like, what would you call it? Like very deep thinkers, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? It seems from the outside, anyway.
Definitely.
Yeah, but like with the fight, how'd you see the fight going? I know you where you think. How'd you see it going?
Do you know what? I can see them getting rounds out of this, you know. I can see this going.
I think this is going to be a tear up. I do. I think it's going to be a real tear up.
Away, man, definitely. But Dubois for the win, man.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah. See, I think it will be a real tear up. I think it's going to go. I think they're going to have it. And I think I said with Raheem again. I see Wardley probably stopping him late, but I wouldn't be overly surprised if Dubois chinned him early.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right? Because we know the power he's got and how that can go.
Well, that's what could happen. He could rattle him. He makes the 8 count, makes the 10 count, but you know when you still got to go through that little minute and a half, or even that last 30 seconds, and your equilibrium's off and you're dizzy and that. All it takes is something else from Dubois.
It is, And here's why I think this will be a real tear up, this one as well, because like what I said before, I don't think Dubois is a quitter, but I think where he gets bewildered and stuff. So against the likes of Usyk.
That's the thing, So,
but here's why I think,
and Woody can stick it on him. Woody can apply that pressure.
Right, he can. But here's the thing. Remember the Hrgovic fight, right? Yeah. I think it's a bit more like where you sort of look at Dubois. He believes he's going to win, so it doesn't matter what comes. He's going to win anyway. Yeah. Whereas with Usyk, I feel like, and listen, this is looking from the outside. I feel like it looks as if he's sort of like, I can't beat Usyk anyway. So when it gets a bit, I've run out of ideas. Whereas I don't think he'll have that. I think with Wardley, he genuinely believes he's going to do it. Yeah. So I think that's why I think it will be a proper tear up deal.
It's mad though. The mentality you got. It's all about the mental when you're getting into the fight. How you got to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to have that level of fear, level of respect, level of fight, level of calmness, level of aggression.
Yeah.
It all got to be in a pot, mixing and blending beautifully.
Yeah. What were you like before in the change room?
I'm all right, you know. I'm getting better. I'm getting better and better. Remember, I'm six fights in, so I'm always learning and things like that. But so I'll always have the fear that you're getting into a fight. I'll always be there and all that. But I'm more starting to enjoy myself a bit.
But I think everyone is. You're gonna be. If you're not, you're a bit silly, aren't you? Because
I'm more starting to enjoy myself and be. Do you know what I mean? And that little bits of. But you still get that thing. Shout out to my pal Chad. We had this chat before. That. What the fuck am I doing?
What am I doing this again? Yeah.
Am I mad or something, mate? What am I doing here? Can someone take these gloves off on me, mate? But then, you know, it's that fight or flight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just shut up, mate. We're in it to win it. Let's
100%.
go.
I can relate to that massively. I'll tell you why.
Once the bell goes, man, once you get
it's gone then, isn't it? It's different. But like, the reason I ask is because I was a big pacer. I used to I remember my coach going to me, Ollie, fuck me, sit down, mate. You're going to do the carpet. But like, some people sit there calm, like, which I can't understand.
Really You'd have to ask Keaton.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because some people, I've seen people in changing rooms sit there like they ain't got a care in the world. Like, I can't.
Keaton sleeps.
Does he? Yeah.
Before he's gone out, he's
an actor, isn't he? He's a darling actor. He can control the room.
So yeah, he gets a nap in that, brother.
Does he?
How do you do that?
Mad that, yeah.
How do you do that? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like scratching and walking.
I think I do a bit of both, man. A bit of a pacer. Bit of a chiller.
I don't think it matters. I think as long as it's right for you, right?
That's right.
You just do what you need to do because I've seen people. I'll tell you one thing I used to do as well, and this wasn't like a superstition. It's just saying looking back, I did a lot. Was I'd wrap, like, you know, you're wrapping the hands and whatever. I'd do the left one, do the right one, take the left one off, do the left. I don't know if it's just fidgeting and farting about. I don't know, but it was something like things like that you see. Someone has to put the right sock on first. They take it off. They undo the boots. All that.
I do have rituals like that.
Do you? Yeah, you got
getting my toes done at the thing. It's one of them.
That's a new one. I've not heard that before. Yeah, that's a new one.
Toes done. It's mad. I always have to get my feet done.
Do you remember Mayweather getting a haircut in a change room once? It was a fight.
No.
Yeah, it was a fight. He was at the MGM Grand. I forget what it was. He was sitting there watching like the co-main or whatever, and they're like shaving his head like with a little blade, just like they probably do it right for the camera. He's got no hair to shave off, but he was you know, all things like that.
Money.
Yeah, money.
He's having problems now, isn't he?
Apparently, I don't know what the situation is. He's coming. He's got 3. I was going to say fights. I don't know if they're fights or exhibitions, but he's got 3 lined up this year, isn't he?
But
the one with Tyson, I find strange.
Is that even going ahead?
Well, Tyson says it is, and Mayweather. There was an interview I saw with Mayweather, and they ask him the question, and he kind of doesn't really answer it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is a bit strange. But apparently they've got a bit of needle. So
all I'm seeing now is the Mayweather Pacquiao.
Well, I did see that Mayweather said that wasn't the fight; it was an exhibition.
Yeah, but that's just what I'm now. He's getting all stick for that.
Strange, yeah.
And all of that, but yeah. Anyway, that's over there, man. That's over the pond.
But he's nearly 50, right? And for someone who's obviously to say he's been successful is silly. I don't even care. But like, there is an element of me that when you see him coming back for exhibitions like that, you go.
There's all that thing that
what happened? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what did you do? Like, you've done all that success. There's something to be said. Like Lennox Lewis, for an example, walked away. Joe Calzaghe. Like they seem from the outside. I'm sure they might have had problems of like they still want to fight, all that kind of stuff. But it seems from the outside that they've got their money, they got their marbles, and they're sort of sailed off. Like I know there's a very small percentage that does that. But for someone like Mayweather, who has retired undefeated and achieved so much, to have to come back at 50, there's a part of me that goes, oh, mate.
Really? Yeah, you sure you're right? He must be the money, man.
Yeah.
Some pay bills, man.
Think about he's earned in his career, allegedly. We don't know.
Mate, that tax bill's big.
Got to be in it. That's got to sting,
mate.
When that comes through.
Boy, you don't want to be an Al Capone, so you probably have to get back in the ring for real.
It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, to think you've got to get back in the ring after like maybe earning, hundreds of millions.
Shout out the money team.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Are you a fan of Mayweather?
Who isn't, man?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't like him personally. I mean,
personality. It's not my cup of tea.
I'm with you there.
Defensively, but to watch as a boxer, I'm like,
I think if anyone's knocking him for his fighting ability, you're just a hater. I don't think he's the best of all time.
I get what you.
But if you're going to knock his fighting ability, he's silly.
Who is your best of all time?
Pound for pound boxer, without doubt, Roy Jones. Without doubt. For me, and I got the chance to do a workshop with him recently.
I got FOMO that day.
I
was meant to be there that day. That's another time.
Yeah, that's right. We did speak.
I messaged you. Oh my God, I was meant to be there. What was he like?
Unbelievable guy. What a guy. Just, I mean, warm personality. Gave you time of day. Just. Couldn't say nothing. You know, like it's one of
the ringtone boxing.
Ringtone, shout out, ringtone, Ben Day. Oh, you know Ben too? Yeah, Ben's good. Ben's cool.
Rion, my friend, I keep talking about that. He boxes down there. I mean, mate, what a guy, man.
Small world, isn't it? Yeah, small world. Everyone knows everyone. Yeah, exactly. Ben put me onto it. He's been on the podcast. We're gonna do another one soon.
Oh yeah, is it? I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna go and watch that, Ben, mate.
Yeah, exactly. So he's, but yeah, it was great. He was, and I've said this before, and it's not like I'm giving away secrets or anything, but like we didn't even put gloves on. It was all about the feet, where you move, how to throw the punches, throwing the punches in here, blah, blah, blah. But when you go to certain things and it's like, it's good. I've been to certain ones, and again, you go with it's a high level guy, and it's a glorified like punch the bag session. You just get to meet him and have a chat and sort of pick their brain a little bit. This was not. This was a proper session. This was like boots on, stand here.
Don't, man, I'm getting FOMO again.
See, I was going to say sorry, but he also signed the glove for me. I don't, I don't want to get too deep, but I don't want to upset you too much, but no, couldn't say nothing. And like when he was getting in the zone a little bit of like, you know, when he's not just going, yep, do this, do that, sitting down and chilling.
He's in there.
He was on it, and me trying to be a clever clogs, right? It was where the room is. You know, he was like stand there. I was like, I'll sneak round this bit, stand right at the front. Right? So, but because I'm right there,
look at me.
At one point it was like, Roy, Roy. I'm jabbing Roy, right? Like, I'm that close to him, and because I'm in his eye line, and not just me, obviously, right? But like, he's looking. You can see he's like intent on it, and he's going round. He go just change, and he meant it, and it was like it was brilliant. He was getting a sweat on, and at certain points where he's lining up and he's showing you things, and you know when you go, mate, it's Roy Jones, like, yo. And I've said this before as well, which again to show how great he was is like he's build wise, he's a little bit taller than me, not very similar sort of size to me. You know what I mean? And he's not a big guy. Went all the way up to heavyweight. Fought most of his fight light heavy. Crazy, unbelievable. Couldn't say enough good things about Roy as like the training session. Obviously, he's a fighter. Don't need me to say it. But the training session, but also talking to him. He gave you a big hug when you left. Just a great fella. Yeah. I hope you don't feel fear of missing out on him. But
I saw Ben. He put up a picture of him. Ben, they was doing a little movement in the ring and all that. I was watching that and I was like, that's amazing. They done that. He does that.
Gave everyone the time of day too.
That's
like
so
properly.
Cool.
Like if you're talking to him like this. He's talking to you like this. He's talking to you. Do you know what I mean? Brilliant guy. Shout out Roy Jones. So yeah, I went a long way around the houses, but you're asking me who the best is, without a shadow of a doubt, Roy Jones. In his prime, I think people forget. I think because he fought too long, people kind of write it off. But if he'd have retired at the right time, to me, I don't think there'd be much argument. Like he was. Who do you think's the best?
I'd say Roy Jones as well, and Joe Kawasaki, man. I love Joe as well, bro.
Yep.
I'm saying.
Marvin Hagler's I've got a soft spot for Hagler. I like Hagler.
You know what? Saying that, a friend of mine, gave me these Marvin Hagler's, not Marvin Hagler, sorry, man, Hitman shorts. The Hearn shorts.
Tommy Hearn.
I actually looked them up and all that, man. They're proper.
Oh, they are.
He gave them me as a gift, and I actually went back to him and I said to him, mate, give
him a big hug. I wanted to be my mate. I need friends like that.
Shout out to my mate Gary, man. He's such a cool brother as well, man. And he gave him, he's like, congratulations, champ, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, these are the proper ones, bomb, it's got the Kronk boxing gym on them and everything. Bro, I was like, what, brother, are you serious? Yeah, the proper. So you got a glove and I've got some shorts.
You got better mates than me. I know that one. Jesus Christ, ain't no one giving me no hitman shorts.
Amazing, bro.
Here's a question for you, and I spoke about this quite a bit on here, and people go, no, whatever. My opinion. Who's the best heavyweight of all time? And before you answer, I've said this a million times, and if I'm a broken record, apologies. But I say best, not greatest, because greatest can be whatever you want it to be. I'm talking about best. Put them in a time capsule when they were at their very peak to beat anyone else.
Boxing, just straight boxing.
Yeah, straight boxing.
Yeah, no, like Tyson, I'd say, Mike Tyson.
That's my answer. Yeah. Tyson and Roy. We're like separated birth, me and you. We're together. Episode 3, you can come back.
Yeah, man.
You wear a Chelsea shirt, mate. I tell you what. Say no more. Say no more. Yeah, exactly. I'm anybody's. Yeah, but it's one of those. I feel like in his day there was a specific period. But I thought we was gonna have a back and forth. I thought you'd say something else. That's kind of wrapped up and set to the thing. Yeah.
To be fair, this is how God, whoever it works in mysterious ways. Because if I did this younger and got somewhere with boxing and all that, I'd be very similar to Tyson.
Right.
So the things that boxing saved my life. Boxing, if I'd done it younger, boxing would have been
could have caused problems.
It would have, definitely.
Yeah.
You still had I still had mad trauma as a kid. Still had that aggression, all of that. Do you know what I mean? If you throw money, success, and all of that in there, mate, it would have been a bad
I understand that.
Man, do you know what I mean? So
it finds you when you need it, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Or maybe not even when you need it. It's when it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It comes at the time when it's meant to happen.
If it's rattling in the back of your brain and all that, then it will come to the front and it will just take over, man, and just let it. Just let it be, bruv. Just go with the ride, man. You'll be so surprised how much you enjoy it, and you'll be saying the same thing. I should have been doing it earlier.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. There's no worse conversation than that, is there?
But I am now, though, boy.
But mate, listen, this has been brilliant.
Man,
always great to see you.
Always,
best of luck with the fight. You've already ruined the answer, but I got to ask because this is what we do. Which football team do you support?
Hoorah, Maguna.
Don't like winning the Premier League. We'll leave it there. My man.
Lots of love,
all
man.
the best for the fight, mate. As you know, we always finish with a fist up like this.
Boom.
Squeeze the neck.
Boom. Hoorah.